Hello, welcome to the demo of our car rental management template. So this template would help you track rentals, yung mga bookings, payments, expenses, including yung maintenance, and with summary na rin included ng monthly and annual summary ng cash flow ninyo. So start muna tayo sa may car inventory sheet. So dito nyo input ang car details ng mga for rentals ninyo like yung car ID, plate number, model year, and status. So for the car ID, ito yung pinaka magiging basis natin later sa tracker just in case may mga similar models. And then every day, i-update yung status ng mga car for rentals if available ba, rented, for maintenance, or inactive. And then nag-add din ako ng another column for notes. Next naman is the customer database. So dito nyo naman input lahat ng details sa mga clients like the full name, address, contact details, ID type na submitted, and another column for the notes section. Next, moving on to the transactions sheet naman. So dito kayo maglalog ng lahat ng bookings. So let's have an example. For example, January 14. Ayan. And then mag-input tayo ng rental ID and then car ID. So for example, car 6. And then customer ID, dapat unique din yan in case na may mga repeating clients para hindi magulo sa pag-track later ng transactions. So for example, this is client number 5. So, i-rent niya yung car ng January 16 to January 19, for example. And then, meron tayong option dito kung daily rate or hourly rate. So, select ko lang. Usually naman daily rate lang. So, halimbawa, 3,000 or 1,500 per day for 3 days. Ayan. So, 4,500. Now, halimbawa, may mga penalty or extra charges. Halimbawa, late na or overdue na, pwede kayong mag-input dito ng extra charges for this column. And then, kung may discount, input nyo lang dun sa discount column. And then, mag-auto-compute na yung grand total niya. Now, halimbawa, sa pag-track naman later, ayan, meron tayo dito ang status column if reserved na ba, ongoing, completed, or canceled. So, for example, this one, naka-reserve na siya. And then, itong mga columns past the red line, palitan ko na lang ito ng red para hindi na kayo malito. Ayan. So, itong mga to, automated na yung mga data dito. So, you don't need to enter anything past the red line. So, sa payments, balance, and payment status, itong mga columns na to, nakalink na siya sa iba pang sheets. So, for example, for this rental ID and car ID, magpipay ako. So, halimbawa, January 14, 1 to the 8. Sige. Then, ang payment ko, for example, ay full payment na 3,500. Ayan. So, for example, nag-pay ako through GCash. Ayan. So, pagbalik natin dun sa transactions, ito, nag-populate na yung payment ko. Then, may balance pa ako na 1,000 pesos. So, halimbawa, pag kukunin yung car, magbayad ulit ako ng yung balance ko, i-settle ko na. So, input ko lang dito, 1,000. Cash naman yun. So, hindi na kailangan ng OR number, ay ng reference number. Kung meron, input nyo na lang. And then ito, nag-auto-populate na, add up na yung additional payment ko or yung full payment ko. And then, nag-auto-populate na rin or auto-update na rin yung payment status. So, later on, kapag madami ng clients, pwede nyo namang i-filter yung mga data dito per car ID, per customer, or per payment status. So, for example, gusto ko lang makita yung mga pending or partially paid. Click OK, and ayan. Mag-update na yung data. So, para ibalik, select all lang din ulit. So, sa invoice naman, pag nag-request ka sila, click nyo lang yung rental ID, and then based on the selected rental ID, mag-update na tong invoice sheet natin. Like kung sinong client, address niya, and contact details based dun sa customer database. And then kailan yung booking date, start date, and end date. Ayan. And then dito yung rental details naman niya, yung car ID, anong model, anong rate. Ayan. And then yung subtotal. Then other fees and grand total nandito naman na sa baba. Automated na lahat to. Wala na kayong i-input dito. Just update yung rental ID. And then magpa-populate or mag-update na rin tong invoice sheet natin. Okay. Next naman sa expense tracker, dito diretso na input nyo lang kung anong expenses per day, anong car ID, may option dito kung anong car ID yung expenses, and then yung category. Pero you can just leave this blank kung preferred nyo na per category lang. So, halimbawa, registration, ayan, 1,500, yung mga ganyan. Then, for maintenance sheet naman, dito nyo input lahat ng mga for maintenance. Kung anong date, halimbawa, ngayong January 14, may for maintenance, and then input nyo lang kung anong type of maintenance. And then, for cost, yan, 2,500 for example. And then, kung kailan yung next due date, input nyo lang din dito. So, for example, after a month, for oil change ulit siya. So, reflect naman yun later dito sa dashboard kung ano yung mga due for maintenance. Next naman is yung calendar sheet. So sa calendar sheet, mag-update to based on selected month, year, and car ID. So halimbawa, kung palitan ko to ng February, since wala pang bookings for February, walang magpapopulate na data dito. So halimbawa naman, ibalik natin sa January. So ito lahat ng bookings for January 2026 for this selected car ID. So, kung papalitan ko to, mag-update ulit yung calendar para madaling i-track later on kung ano yung mga availability ng cars. Ayan, for rental. Next naman is yung sa dashboard. So, sa dashboard again, mag-select lang kayo ng month and year, and then mag-auto-update na tong dashboard natin. So, sa pinakataas, meron tayong summary ng total active cars, ilan yung cars rented for this month, yung occupancy rate, then yung income, total income for the month, expenses, and the net income. Then sa baba, we have a chart ng income per car, ayan, para makita nyo rin yung trend. And then we have a breakdown of monthly expenses sa chart. So here sa baba naman, we have 4 tables. So sa first part is yung bookings for the month. So makikita nyo yung car ID, client ID, start date, and yung status na. Dito sa last column. And then we also have here a table, yung breakdown naman ng income per car ID. So makikita dito yan. And then mag-reflect din dito sa chart natin yan. Same with the expenses. You have here yung breakdown ng expenses, nakalink na rin siya dito sa chart ng monthly expenses. And then in the last part, yung mga due for maintenance for the month. So kung palitan ko to ng February example, ayan, so nag-update yung data natin since wala tayong data for February, and then nag-reflect na rin dito yung maintenance na nalog natin kanina. Ayan. Next naman is yung annual sheet. So for the annual dashboard, ayan, very simple lang. So we have an annual income overview chart, and then yung income per car. So year to date to nag-update. Then we have here yung first table, yung summary ng cash flow, yung income, expenses, and net income throughout the year. And then sa baba, yung income per car inventory. And then sa last part, expenses per category throughout the year. So ayan, very simple lang siya and beginner friendly. If you have any questions, suggestions, just DM us on our Instagram account. Thank you.